here in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read.
56. Check me out. Jim.
Let go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 48 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd and 7, Lock. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 30.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
65.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
6.
45.
Hey, gun. Hey, Echo.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, exit.
Now Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Check 56. Check pass. Check back.
Please grip.
Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
15, 1. 80 weapons.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, Zoo.
56.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Locke to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw it is Locke. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller, in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
At their own 32-yard line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. Throwing his lock on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 48 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
They do go for it. It's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
Garoppolo now. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on.
Check nickel.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
12. Go.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 45's the mic.
We own
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 1, block. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike's 56. Know your job.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
56. Hey, tank.
Block now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina, and then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From fourth down to first. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Locke will try again on second down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They're going with Lindsey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 20, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Good game.